In today's video, we're going to go over a simple way on how you can create your guitar practice schedule. So let's dive into it right now. It's really easy to get overwhelmed with all the different things that you can practice on the guitar. There are so many things to do, but having a practice schedule and knowing how to organize it will help you work on the most important things so that you're always progressing. Now make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to give you a beginner, intermediate, and advanced version for this practice schedule so you can use it no matter what level you're at. Now, if you want to download a simple PDF of this guitar practice schedule that you can fill out yourself really easy, all you got to do is go to simpleguitar.com/practice schedule, and there you can get it. Now, first things first, at the top of the practice schedule, what I want you to write down is your number one goal right now. For a lot of people, that's gonna be like, I wanna be able to play this song by this day, or I wanna be able to perform at open mic night, or I wanna be able to go play with my band, or something like that. I want you to put your number one goal, only one goal, at the very top. Why? Because then what you're gonna do is you're going to fill your practice with the things that are going to move you towards completing that goal. So for level one of this practice schedule, this is great if you're just starting out or if you don't have a lot of time to practice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep things really simple by focusing on one area of your guitar playing per day. Now, I break your guitar playing stuff up into 6 different areas. One, you've got your rhythm guitar stuff. Whatever it is that you're doing with rhythm guitar, that could be the chords that you know, strumming with those chords, finger picking with chords, flat picking with chords, alternating bass, whatever it is. It's usually rhythm guitar that is typically used for accompaniment of like singing or other instruments, whatever it is. So rhythm guitar is going to be an important thing. So for day one on the practice schedule, you're going to decide, what rhythm guitar thing do I need to work on that's going to help me reach my goal at the top of the page? That could be just getting better with playing and strumming chords and changing between them. So maybe what you're going to do for your rhythm guitar practice for this first day is for only 10 minutes, you're gonna practice just strumming chords and doing chord progressions. That's a good place to start. For day 2, what we're going to do is we're going to switch. Instead of working on rhythm guitar stuff, we're gonna change our focus to another area and we're gonna do lead guitar stuff. Now, the stuff involved with lead guitar is your scales, your arpeggios, improvisation, phrasing, different things like that. And so on this day, we're doing something totally different. So ask yourself the question, what lead guitar thing do I need to work on to help me reach the goal at the top of the page? So this could be practicing your scales, it could be improvising, but whatever it is, for this day number 2, you can do this for as little as 10 minutes, and you're just gonna pick one thing to work on that day. So it could be, I need a backing track, and then I'm just gonna improvise for 10 minutes, and that is your practice for day 2, focusing on lead guitar. So for day 3, what we're going to do is we're going to work on technique specific drills or warm-up exercises. Now, you're gonna have to ask yourself, what drill or warm-up exercise do I need to work on that's going to help me reach the goal at the top of the page? So it could be, maybe there's a scale run or an arpeggio or something in the song that you're playing that is difficult. What you could do is take that and use it as your drill, where what you're doing is you're taking the smallest part of it, the hardest part of it, and you repeat it for 10 minutes and you just drill it and drill it and drill it and play it as many times as you can to improve it and get better at it in 10 minutes on day number 3. Now, you can also do this with other stuff. You can do scale sequences, you can do picking exercises, you can do finger workouts, you can do whatever it is, but you get to decide. I just like to tie it in to what do you need to do to reach the goal at the top of the page. Now for day 4, what we're going to do is we are going to go with music theory. So you can ask yourself, what music theory do I need to understand to help me reach my goal at the top of the page? So it could be studying what chords are in the song, or what scale is used in the solo, or what arpeggios you need to know, right? So studying music theory is understanding the relationships between notes in music. And that could be how notes are put together to create melodies, to create chords, to create scales, to create arpeggios. It also has a lot to do with the rhythm that you play. Rhythm is a huge part of music theory that most people ignore. So studying rhythm would be really good. So what rhythm do I need to understand to reach my goal at the top of the page? Now on day 5, this is where you work on songs that you know. You want to build up a catalog of songs that you can play for people. So if your goal was to practice a song, now we're going to be working on practicing that song a whole bunch and putting it all together to get it ready to perform for other people. This could also be a good way to review songs that you know to keep you inspired and motivated and having fun. Playing music that you enjoy needs to be a part of your guitar practice. And if you're not spending any time playing music or playing songs that you like, then what are you doing? It's really easy to get tangled up in all the academics of playing guitar and all the different things. But if you're not having fun because you're not playing real music, what's the point, right? So make sure that at least for one day, for 10 minutes, you're playing songs and you're having fun. So this could be learning full songs, strumming the songs. It could be learning new solos. It could be learning new licks and riffs. Whatever it is, make sure that you're learning other people's music. There are lessons that you pick up from playing other people's music that you don't if you're just studying the academics. You get them in context. You get to hear how things are put together by other people, and you start to pick up their tricks of the trade, and then you get to assimilate that into your own playing. Now on day 6, what I want you to do is I want you to be creative yourself and work on songwriting. Everybody should be writing music because the world could use your music because your music is going to be unique to anybody else's. You've got your own mix of influences, and being creative is just like everything else. It's a muscle that you have to work out. And so on day 6, what you do is you think about what songwriting stuff can I do that's going to help me reach the goal at the top of the page. Now, this could mean if I'm learning a song and that's the goal at the top of the page is to be able to play this song by this date or whatever, or to be able to perform at open mic night or whatever it is, what you can do is take the elements of what it is that you're learning and put it to your own song and get creative with it. This is going to help you see and understand new things that you didn't see before, because now you're taking it, you're being creative, you're doing something different with it, and it's a lot of fun. Now that's it for level 1 of this practice schedule template for you to use. And that way you have a goal that you're working on, you have the 6 different areas that you need to work on, you've got them scheduled out on different days. Now, if you've got a little bit more time, you're practicing longer than like 10 minutes a day, then let's go to level 2. For level 2 of this, what we're going to do is we're going to do all 6 of these areas in one day. So we're going to start with our drills or warm-up exercises. That way, we're starting out your practice session with you warming up your hands and warming up your brain as well, hopefully. Then we're going to go through each of the different sections. We're going to go through rhythm guitar, lead guitar, your songs, your music theory, and your songwriting. Now you get to decide how long you're going to practice each one of those. So for this example, let's say that you're going to practice an hour a day. We could break your session up into 6 10-minute sections. It makes it really simple for you. Now let's go on to level 3, where we get a little bit crazier, because in level 3, what we're going to do is we're going to do each of those areas, but we're going to do them longer. So you've got 2 options here. You can just do each of those 6 areas in a longer session. Maybe you're practicing for 2 or 3 hours and you can spend 20 or 30 minutes on each section, or you could do an A-B split. So for this example, let's say that you're still just practicing an hour a day. What we're going to do is we're going to take 3 of those main areas and we're going to focus on those each day. So for day 1 of this schedule, we'll call this the A day. What you would do is you could start with your drills and warm-ups exercises, your technique specific things. And let's say that you spend 10 minutes doing your warm-up. That's good. Then what we're going to do is go to like something like rhythm guitar and say that you work on rhythm guitar stuff for 30 minutes. Then let's say for the last 20 minutes, you spend that working on your song catalog. And that's it for your practice for that hour on day 1. Now for day 2, we take the other areas. Let's start with our music theory for a warm-up, because there's a lot of music theory things that you can do that will warm up your brain as well as warming up your fingers. So that makes a good warm-up on day 2. And then you work on lead guitar stuff for the next 30 minutes. And then we wrap up day 2 2 by doing songwriting for the end of that hour. So each day you're working on 3 different areas, and then you would just rotate what you're doing. Say on Monday you do day 1, Tuesday you do day 2, Wednesday you do day 1, right? So you're just alternating if you're doing day 1 or day 2. You're still covering everything, but you're not having to do everything in one day. You're changing it up every day. So it's not just repetitive, and it keeps your practice from getting stale. Now, do you have to only use one of these? No, it depends on what's happening in your life. If you only have time to practice for 10 minutes a day, start with level 1. If you've got more like an hour to practice, do level 2 or do level 3. You get to decide, but using level 1, level 2, or level 3 for this practice schedule is going to help you organize things so that way you are still working on the things that you need to work on in all the different areas of your guitar playing, and you're being creative and you're learning songs and playing real music, and you're working on techniques and specific skills. You're getting your rhythm guitar stuff, you're getting your lead guitar stuff. Now, if you want something to do in your music theory practice and you're like, where the heck do I start with that? Then go check out this video. This is where you start. It is memorizing notes on the fretboard, and this video is going to help you do just that in as little as a 10-minute session. So go check out that video, and I will see you over there.